Well, a lot of parents like to post pictures of their kids online for the first day of school, but police say be careful. Kenya Ross is here to tell us why. Kenya?
The Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office wants to make sure families don't forget about online safety when they're posting their children's back-to-school photos.
When we're excited about a milestone in our lives, we tend to overshare, and oversharing exposes us to the predator because they're sitting and waiting.
As we get closer to the first day of school in parts of the Arklamis, the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office is cautioning families on posting photos and videos on the internet to celebrate the big day.
Before parents photograph their children to be posted on social media, they need to make sure that the geolocation feature on their camera is turned off. That way, when they post, their location is not posted online with that photograph.
Senior criminal investigator Calencia Hunter says it's not that families can't post back-to-school photos and videos online. Just make sure there aren't any visible identifiers that could help a predator in locating your children.
And the parents need to be cognizant of the background. You don't want to photograph your home address or have it captured in your photo. You don't want your license plate of your vehicle photographed. Also, some parents like to post when the child gets to the bus stop. You don't want the name of any streets seen in that photograph, not even the school district of the bus or the bus number.
And one popular back-to-school photo is when children hold up chalkboards or letterboards in the photo. I'll share a resource on KNOE.com that has tips on what you shouldn't place on these boards. Jennifer?